You're watching Power Media Network. Hello, Pyro Media family. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to the Daryl Walter Show. How is everybody doing out there? Come on in, click like, click share. Let me know how you're doing. Share with a friend, tap in everybody because we got a lot to talk about. How are y'all doing on this, what are we in the second week of Women's History Month? Happy Blessed Women History Month to all the women out there, to all the Black women out there. Listen, today is the 4-year anniversary of Breonna Taylor's untimely passing. So in this time of honoring women, we honor her and justice for her and every other person out there who's been affected by this terrible gun violence out there. But on a happy note, how y'all doing out there? Welcome, everybody, to the Daryl Walter Show. Do me a favor, click like, click share. Oh, you know what? Let me be professional. Take out my gun. Shout out to Bullet In Flight Radio, Power Media Network, everybody who is watching. Everybody who is watching, what that means, you watching and listening, okay? Because you got to do both at the same time. Welcome. Kwame said that I look like I got a man, like I'm dating somebody because I'm glowing. And listen, I was going to get deep and say I'm dating Jesus, but that's too deep. I'm just feeling good. That's why I played my little shouting video at the beginning. And you know what? If you don't feel good about yourself, how in the hell do you expect somebody else to feel good about you? Come on, somebody. Come on and help me, somebody. All right, let's get into the church announcements this week. We got a lot to cover, and I wanted to start off with Elon and Don Lemon. Listen, I put this in at the last minute because I just thought there's a lot of stuff going on. Let me just say that. Oops, Kwame, is my chest? I asked you if my chest was out, and I feel like my chest is distracting the story. Like y'all can't hear what I'm talking about. There we go. Okay, so I thought this story was interesting, and this just happened today. Listen, Don Lemon was set to debut his talk show. I know I'm good, but I don't want people to be distracted. Um, the Don Lemon show, which was set to debut on the X, formerly known as Twitter, okay, which Elon owns. So Elon did all this talking and everything. Elon said, "Listen, come on my platform because you won't be censored. Nothing will go wrong." So Don Lemon interviewed Elon Musk. And after the interview, Elon canceled the agreement with Don Lemon, and his show will no longer be airing on X. Notice how I put Elon X, Don Lemon, get an X. But here is the interesting part. Okay, let's read what Don Lemon had to say. Elon Musk has canceled the partnership I had with X, which they announced as part of their public commitment to amplifying more diverse voices. Okay, Elon publicly encouraged me to join X with a new show, saying I would have his full support and that his digital town square is for all of it. Okay, let's be clear. Elon canceled the agreement with Don Lemon after the interview. What's up, Mighty Queen B? What's going on? Welcome. We just talking real quick. So listen, it's obvious that Elon only believes in freedom of speech as long as it pertains to him and him looking good. It's giving a former president vibes. I'm not trying to say anything because Elon was all about freedom of speech. Anyways, not to worry. Don Lemon's show is still going to be premiering on YouTube. And I don't know about you, but I am even more interested to see what this interview with Elon must look like. Okay? Somebody said, show my goodies. Well, listen, y'all like my shirt? I decided to do something different for the daylight savings time. How y'all doing with the daylight savings time? Y'all all right? Y'all making it without that extra hour that you didn't get? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt it a little bit, but I pushed through. Okay, so I don't know about this. I think this is, listen, Elon believes in free speech, except it's not free when it comes to him. Okay, let's move on from that. What's the next story? TikTok is on the shopping block. Okay, TikTok, you don't stop, stop, stop. Ooh, y'all, some of y'all don't remember that song. That was before your time of the 1900s. Listen, okay, every day is hey. So TikTok. So in Congress, they recently passed a bill that could possibly ban TikTok. Let's be clear right now. TikTok is not banned yet. Look at your neighbor and say yet. It was unanimously voted for by bipartisanship. I can't never talk. Bipartisanship. What that means? That means both the Republicans and the Democrats said we want to ban this. Now here's the thing, and I want y'all to stay with me, okay? Because this ain't got nothing to do with the Chinese. I don't think this, well, it has something to do with the Chinese, but not the way that you think, okay? I think it has to do with the money and the amount of money that TikTok is making. And the people in Congress, America said they want a piece of the pie. Because if you notice on TikTok, okay, follow me. TikTok has recently been doing a lot of TikTok shop. If you've been hiding under a rock, you may have bought something from TikTok. And the parent company of TikTok is Chinese owned called ByteDance. Okay. So basically what Congress is saying right now, listen, I believe this is what they're saying, okay? They saying, listen, y'all getting all this money over here and we want a piece of it, okay? But what we gonna say on paper is that we believe that you are probing into Americans' private information, and you're going to use it against them for somehow for some type of gain, right? And TikTok is like, no, we're not doing that. And they like, well, we don't care. So what you're going to have to do is sell that to one of us, somebody over here. Then we won't stop TikTok. Okay. I think it has everything to do with the money. And it has less to do with the Chinese government. That's what I personally think. Okay, we'll see what happens. Obviously, someone is going to buy it because TikTok is has become very lucrative. Okay, ask Risa Tisa. Now let me just say this also. A lot of these social media content creators aren't making the money that you think they are making. But a lot of it is based off of their sales, selling their books. You follow the money, baby. Follow that money. Okay. America said they want that money. They tired of China making all that money right there. Because notice it's not banned. What they said is you got to sell it. We don't want y'all to own it no more. If you keep owning it, then we gonna ban it. That's a bully move. That's a very gangster bully move. But I digress. Let's move on because we're going to fit all these stories in today. Kate Middleton. You know what? I brought up Kate Middleton because I can. Okay. This is an interesting story. Now, let's bring up Kate and her lying self. God bless her. They all be lying. Now, I brought up this picture, okay, because I said to myself, now, something must be going on because Kate has been out of the public for a minute. All right. She's been out the public, and she had a little surgery, according to the press, right? She had a little minor surgery, is what they said, but she still ain't been back. Then her people released this picture, which apparently was deliberately photoshopped. Now let's put up the Photoshop picture. Now, I'm gonna just be honest with you. If you hadn't said a thing, I probably wouldn't have paid attention. Um, you know what? I'm not even gonna call them children ugly. That's not right. But they definitely look like their granddaddy. They all got their granddaddy and their great grandmama's teeth. Anyways, this picture was photoshopped, right? And the listen, the people released a statement and said, "Oh, the now Kate Middleton is the wife of Prince uh Charles. That one. Who is that? That's is that Harry? Oh Lord, that's a shame. That's Prince Charles's son, the oldest one. He used to have hair. Hold on now. This has to do with the Queen of England, okay? And I want to get to my point. Ain't that Prince Charles? What's the boy's name? No, Prince Charles is his daddy. Okay, we got two seconds. We're gonna get this right. William. That's William. Thank you, Kwame. Boy, now here's what I think is going on. Okay, this ain't none of our business because this really ain't got nothing to do with America. But I don't know what surgery she had, but it's more serious than a minor surgery. Okay, she recently announced that she's stepping away from her royal duties. I think they're getting a divorce. I think they're getting a divorce. I think she is tired of him, and I don't think she wants that drama that they got going on in that house. Let me tell you something, and I'm just going to say allegedly before I say all this, before Kwame tries to allege me to smithereens. I think the ghost of Diana is haunting them, okay? And I think the mother that just died, the Queen Elizabeth, I think all of her wrongs that she done did is haunting them. And I think Kate said, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I gotta spend all this money on these kids' teeth to make sure they okay. You stressing me out because you ain't acting right. I wouldn't be surprised if he's having an affair on somebody. I don't know. It's giving divorce, honey. Something deeper is going on. And here's the thing about it, because Prince Charles announced that he has cancer, which means that Prince William is next in line. But I don't even know if Lord, Harry gonna have to come back and save the day. I don't know. You know what? Here's what I do know, and before we move on, it's a lot of lies and it's a lot of shit that they hiding in that palace right now. It's a lot of shit they hiding in that palace right now. That smile cake, that smile is so fake and phony. And then how you gonna deliberately Photoshop a picture and put it out to the public, to millions of people? That's because you ain't seen your husband in a minute. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it alone though. Let's move on. Okay, Zeta Voss. Now, I want to talk about this, okay? Zeta Voss is a model, Victoria's Secret guest, just really beautiful, okay? Um, she brought up a conversation that has been brought up before, but let's talk about it, okay? Let's see the clip, what she has to say.
So the point is, and what I want to know is when I am in a concert that I have paid money for and I am enjoying the music of an African American artist that I support financially, just as everybody else in the audience, and I love their lyrics and I am there in good spirits. So clearly, I'm not a racist, right? But I can't sing along to all the words in the song, right? Because when the N word comes up, for some reason, I must shut my mouth. And one time I tried to have this conversation with a gentleman, African American gentleman, and he got very upset with me. And I still don't understand why. And I'm trying to understand. And
Okay, now, y'all type in the comments, which I already see y'all like, basically it sounds like a hell no, you better not even think about it. Can we have a conversation? Can we truly, truly, truly have a conversation? Now, some of y'all go fight me on this, and let me just say, I'm not scared of you.
You get mad, even if you get
Yes,
offended.
ma'am.
So, what you gonna do? Because I guarantee you, you can't beat me up.
Oh, thank you very much, Kwame. You know me so well. I actually agree with her in theory. I actually agree with her in theory. Now, here's the thing, the reality is it will never happen. But in theory, we're at a concert. We are all fans of said artist, um, who says the N word and bitch. It's a song, it's an art. You're enjoying the song, you're singing along. I know we're saying no, and I agree with that on some level, but also I think we have to ask ourselves the question at times why we allow certain things to be okay. And the blanket statement of it is what it is not always acceptable. I don't know. Is nigga good or bad? Is it good if I say it in the context and then bad if she says it based off of her lineage? Pretty girl, I just wanted to bring up a picture. Oh, bring up that, yeah, beautiful woman. Beautiful. And I think I understand her meaning. And she went on to say, like, how other cultures, there's no other culture, which I have to disagree with her on. But here's the thing, I don't know how it works in other cultures with certain music. But here's the thing, our culture has taken words that have been negative and turned them for the positive. And so the question is, if these words have now become positive, in in a concert setting, why can't they be positive for everyone if we're singing the lyrics? Or better yet, why have we allowed this language to be okay? Or do y'all just want me to shut up and just go ahead and move on to the next conversation? Because that's what it's giving right now. Everybody like, just tell her not to say it, Daryl, and just move on. That's what you need to tell her. Well, listen, baby, we don't want her to say, hey, Dr. Hope, you came in right on time. Listen, can white people say the N-word at concerts? I'm just going to ask that question. Can white people say the N-word at concerts? If it's in the song, can they say the N-word at concerts? I don't now see, here's the thing. People are gonna say what they say anyways. Let's be honest. People say stuff behind our backs all the time. We know that certain, when we're not in the room, certain conversations go on that would not go on if we were not in the room. And Dr. Holt, I just said in theory, I somewhat agree with her. If we have taken this negative word, in theory, let me just say I said in theory, okay? Because this word is a part of a song in a concert setting. It's not she's going out of her way to call somebody in. It's not like she's trying to attract attention. She's in a concert setting. It's like singing Beyonce or Michael Jackson. It's a song that everybody else is singing. Why can't she sing along if she's paid the same amount of money as the other person? Or should there be a $10 deduction from her ticket for not using? I don't know. Lord, let me move on because I'm going to get in trouble. Everybody said, don't even try it. In the words of Miss Sophia, hell no. And you know what it is? You hit it right on the head. I believe that she can't say it because there is still generational trauma that is soaked up in some of those words, which I would go a step further to say, then why do we use it within our culture? But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But I think the trauma that is still there, and there's generational trauma that's still within us, DNA wise, in our bones, just inside of us. That, one of the things that she mentioned in the clip was when she talked to it with the black man, he became upset, and that anger is not necessarily from his own anger, but from generational anger, and the experience that they had with that word that has been passed down to him. But that's a whole nother conversation. I didn't mean to get so deep. But bless your heart, Precious. Bless your heart for bringing the conversation to the table. We thank you so much. We thank you so much. You know what? I'm going to be honestly, I don't use it that much because it sounds awkward when I use it. So I kind of use it to be funny. But it's not, I just don't wake up with nigga on my mind. Like, I'm not one of those, what's the song? Oh, what up, my nigga? What up, my nigga? I already right now that I done reached my N-word limits for the day. Okay. Now let's move on to Lamar Whitehead. I'm not gonna call him a bishop. Did I call him a bishop in the title? Apparently I did. Bishop Lamar Whitehead. Lord, y'all remember him? He got robbed. If y'all don't remember him, let's play the clip of the incident that took place that was life-changing for him.
How many of you have lost your faith because you saw somebody else die what you about to go through? Yo. All right. All right. Yo, all right.
Ooh, oh, that's enough. I just wanted to remind y'all who he was. So, there go the Gucci shoe, So this man has been convicted on 3 counts of the 4 counts, which includes wire fraud, attempt to commit wire fraud, extortion, attempted extortion, 2 counts of wire fraud, and 1 count of attempted wire fraud. Because I don't know if y'all remember the charges that were brought forth on him. Basically, he coerced one of his church members, which apparently he still has a church, out of $90,000, and then basically spent the money on things like what you see on him and in his closet. He also attempted to take a loan out from one of the members and some other terrible things. Anyways, each count comes with a maximum of 20 years. And one of them, the extortion or the false statements in courts, that one comes with the maximum 5 years also. So he was found guilty, baby. So he going to jail. Okay. And I want to take this time right here, along with Bishop Crisco Lips Whitehead. Okay. I want y'all to remember that some things take time. Okay. It's not going to happen overnight. Bring up a clip of TD Jakes. Do we keep that? We keep that in handy? Right. Because I want y'all to realize, okay, and follow me on this, because I don't want to do any I told you so's, what I tell you and stuff. You got to remember that it takes time. It don't happen overnight, okay? These charges were what, a good year and some change ago, okay? So, you know, TD Jakes going to have his experience in his time too. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we going to keep following this. Right. Swallow. Now bring up Whitehead again. Anyways, Whitehead was found guilty. He was convicted. Yes, he was. You know, he did a lot of talking, like many of them do, you know, saying he was innocent. You know, he tried to throw daggers at Larry Reed and other ministers and stuff. Now, let me just say this. Even though he tried to come for Larry Reed, and even though I'm disappointed in Larry Reed right now, I just got to be myself and honest. He was still wrong and Larry Reed was right. And when you're right, you're right. And that much I can admit, okay? Whew. These are the church announcements. Govern yourself accordingly. Listen, when we come back from commercial break, we are going to talk about the topic today, the journey back to you, okay? Finding the real you. I realized last week after thank you, get out of your way. I realized last week after we were talking about relationships, after, you know, just talking about dating in 2024, the ups and downs. Hello, we got to talk about self-love, because how can you love anybody else if you don't, you know, shine them? Yeah, he's shining. All right, y'all. We'll talk more. I'll see y'all in a second. Peace.
Because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir.
Hey pilots, did you know that you can now catch the electrifying sounds of Bulletin Flight Radio anywhere you go? Yes, you heard it right. Tune in to the high-flying beats and soaring melodies by downloading the TuneIn app on your mobile device. Just search for Bulletin Flight Radio and hit play. It's that easy. And if you have a smart device like Alexa or Google, just say, "Hey Google," or "Alexa, play Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn." Experience the rush of adrenaline wherever you are. Listen to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn using your Alexa or Google devices. Soaring through the skies has never sounded this good. Don't miss out on the ultimate musical journey. Tune in now to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn and let the music take you on an unforgettable ride. Get ready to elevate your listening experience. Brought to you by Bulletin Flight Radio.
You cannot live a brave life without disappointing some people. But those people who get disappointed, it's really okay. Because the people who really care for you, the people who are rooting for your rise, will not be disappointed. The only people who are disappointed are people who have their own agenda. And their agenda is not aligned with your agenda. And that's how I make myself brave. I say, well, the people who really care about you, who want you, who are rooting for your rise, those people who are rooting for your rise, they're going to be okay when you say no.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Listen, y'all, we're going to have a good conversation today. We are going to talk about the journey back to you. Get out of your way. Get out of your own way. I realized after last week's discussion, which has really been mirroring my life. So we'll get into more of that. But I realized when I was talking about dating, when I was talking about the ups and downs of dating and getting to know somebody, baby, the first person you got to get to know is yourself. And many of y'all, I ain't saying you, okay? I'm just saying y'all in general. Y'all just in your own way. It ain't nobody's fault but your own. It ain't because of what your mama did. It ain't because of what your daddy did. It's not because of what you are lacking. And it's not what you have too much of. But it's you sabotaging yourself. And you know what? I want today to be a new beginning for many of you who are listening to this live and listening to this on the replay. I want this day to be a day of being born again with a new mind. Can I say that? Aren't you tired of pleasing everybody out there but you? How many people pleasers do I have out there? You busy out there doing for everybody else. You making sure everybody else is happy. You making sure everybody else has a good birthday. You making sure everybody else gets what they need. You making sure to be everybody else's shoulder to cry on. But then when it comes time for you, where's everybody to make you happy? But better yet, where are you to provide your own happiness? Where are you to make the right decision for yourself? I was talking to a friend the other day, and I've said it a few times, and I believe it's just become a monster. Look, I can't even talk. A mantra, a saying for me to just share with people. Making the right decision is not comfortable. Making the right decision is not the most popular thing. Making the right decision doesn't always feel good. Making the right decision is not going to get people to really jump up and say, you know what, that's a good idea. No, sometimes making the right decision is going to cause you to feel alone. Sometimes making the right decision is going to make you feel like, did I make the right decision? Sometimes making the right decision will make some people pissed off at you. But you know what? It doesn't mean it's not the right decision. Somebody said, why am I coming? I ain't coming for you. I don't put that on me. It's in my notes. It's in my message. I just came up with this. I just want, because, and you know what? If you feel like I'm coming for you, this is your message for you to get back to you. And what am I talking about when I say get back to you? Get back to your true passions. Get back to your true love. Quit living for other people. Quit living for the joys of other people and start living for you. Because baby, so many times we get in these relationships, we get in these friendships, we get in these situationships, and we be so concerned about what they need, what they want, and when they go, that void is empty again. Yeah, I'm just gonna read my notes, okay, and get through this, and hope I'm helping somebody. Okay, that's what I came to do, and show off a little titty and cleavage. Okay, listen. Lord, some of you are out of alignment. What do I mean? You out of your will. You out of your purpose. Hola, mi amor. ¿Cómo estás? Cupcakes. I love you. Reverend Wall, y'all so funny. But listen, some of y'all are out of alignment. And what I mean, you're out of your will, you're out of your purpose, and I put these are just my notes. You know, you're out of shape. Can we have a conversation? Can we just talk? What do I mean by out of alignment? You forgot why you were here in the first place. You done lived so much for everybody else. You forgot what your will is, what drives you, what motivates you. Some of you are out of your purpose. Some of you are out of your purpose. You know what I'm saying? You know you was born to help people and to do great things, and you over here, Lord. And some of you are out of shape. And I'm not talking about in the physical sense. I'm talking about in your gift and what you were born to do. You done got so comfortable and you done got so comfortable, you forgot what it's like to have passion. You have gotten so comfortable, you forgot what it's like to wake up and love what you're doing. Anybody know somebody out there like that? What will you become? These are the steps and the journey back to you. Because I think part of it is before we get to dating anybody else, we got to get to know ourselves. We got to find our destiny and where we're going. So many times we say, "Oh, it's pee in the trash. It's all these wrong men." No, what about us? What is it about us that is attracting that which we do not want or desire? Okay, now let me just read the rest of my notes and get this. Because I feel like y'all feel like I'm coming for you and I'm not. I just want you to be happy. Okay. Decide today. I love this. Decide today. And if you don't make the right decision, know that you made the right decision. Some of y'all still in limbo about making a decision. You've been waiting on that decision. You've been sitting on it. You've been putting on a back burner. You've been putting, and it just keeps coming around to you. It keeps coming back to you, that same decision. Make the decision today. Decide the direction that you are going to go. And even if you don't make the right decision, the decision that has been made will lead you and guide you on the right path regardless. These are just my notes. These are just my things, okay? For everybody, my entrepreneurs out there, my business owners out there, okay? You can't build a business greater than you. And I'm going to go a step out to say, you can't build a business greater than you. You can't build a relationship greater than you. You can't build a friendship greater than you. You can't build something outside or greater than the sum total of who you are on the inside. Where you at? I wanted to go. Where you at? It's 1 a.m. Wait, hey, cupcakes. Love you, cupcakes. Oh, she in Spain. That's right. Okay. Stand on business. That's how you get back to you. Listen, the journey to get back to you, the journey to living your best life is really standing on business and making decisions that sometimes going to hurt some people's feelings. Sometimes, because the people who really support you are going to be far and few, but the love and support is going to outweigh the quantity and sum total of the naysayers. Okay. Hello, somebody. It's okay not to be okay, but identify what that is. You know what I realized with a lot of our community, a lot of us in the minority community, we don't identify with our emotions. It's okay to not be okay, but what is that feeling? There's more to a feeling than being depressed or being down. You can feel sad, you can feel isolated, you can feel uncomfortable, you can feel disrespected, and you can have uncomfortable feelings. And here's the thing, if you have bad feelings, it's not the end of the world. You know, Kwame, some people get depressed, some people get sad, some people get down, and they think it's the end of the world. They think the world is coming to an end and everything has to stop. Guess what? You can have a bad day and the world keeps going. But in that not being okay, decide what the emotions are and sit in them. Go ahead and sit in them, baby. It's going to be okay. It's not going to be the end of the world if this day you're not happy and you have a little bit of a sad day. But keep moving forward. Because the journey back to you is filled with lots of emotions, ups and downs. I have more to expound on, but somebody said they felt like I was coming for them. So I don't want to spend a whole 20 minutes coming for somebody. But let me face this last point. Listen. In order for you to get out of your way and get back to yourself, you got to stop downplaying yourself. Stop downplaying your worth. You are that. You are that girl. You are top tier. You are definitely 4 stars. Yes. And let me help you with something. If you on social media, they see you, they watching you, but they're not gonna like you. They're not gonna click the like, but they see you. Stop downplaying yourself. Stop downplaying your worth. Stop downplaying your accomplishments. Stop downplaying who you are. Okay? I need for you to upplay yourself. It's not about the likes. It's not about the shares. I know we live in a world of social media, TikTok, we worried about the ban and everything, but guess what? You so popping that even if they take TikTok away, you still gonna shine. And we still gonna be all right, okay? I'm gonna come to a close on it because we're gonna make this one short and sweet. I could have went a little longer, but I felt like with these conversations, especially when it comes to self-work and self-analysis and being better, I don't want to give you too much to chew on, but I want to give you enough to really, really process the idea that you are better than your situation. I really want to give you enough to really understand and realize that you are so much greater than what they said that you were. I want you to get to a point that you are the shit and you truly do shine. You really do shine and you deserve so much better. Get back to your love. Get back to who you are. Get back to your joy. You deserve it. Let me tell you, I told Kwame said, are you dating, or you got to glow and everything like that. And you know what? Listen, this is what getting to the end of the journey and finding that self-love looks like. This is what it looks like. It looks like a glow. It looks like a joy. It looks like choosing an outfit that makes me happy. And you know what? If relationship is part of my journey, so be it, so great. But if not, the relationship that I've started and cultivated with myself is so dope, I'm satisfied. Y'all don't hear me? Okay, that's it. That's it for the Daryl Walters Show this week. I hope y'all enjoyed everything. Listen, Lynette said it best. Follow that paper trail, okay? On that TikTok thing. And listen, I want y'all to believe in yourself. If you have a dream, see it through. If you have a vision, make it happen, okay? Y'all stay tuned because I have some special guests in the next few weeks and some special announcements. I can't say them yet, but thank y'all for watching, okay? I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.